And if we understand it literally, we miss the bus. We must be able to recognize a symbol, and we must be able to interpret the symbol to get the message. If we cannot do that, we have no nur, we're just like cattle. It doesn't matter whether you're big sheikh or not, you're just like cattle. There are 10 major signs of the last day, said the Prophet ﷺ. You know the 10. Number 1, Dajjal. Number 2, Gog and Magog. Number 3, the return of the son of Mary. Number 4, Dukhan, smoke. Number 5, Dabbatul Ard. The Dabba, the creature, the beast of the Ard. The earth, the land. But sometimes Ard in this context means Abdul Muqaddasa, the holy land. Number 6. What is number 6? That the sun would rise from the west. Are we to understand this literally? That the sun will literally one day rise from the west? Oh, come on. Does Allah not say in the Quran, La tabdila li khalqillah, that Allah's creation does not change? Have you forgotten that? All through history the sun rose from the east, and therefore Allah's creation is such that the sun rises from the east, and Allah's creation does not change. How then can the sun literally rise from the west? You would be surprised how many people I have met with all kind of fancy theories, that the sun is going to come up from the west one day. Fancy theories. Now, this is religious symbolism, and it is one of the major signs of the last day, that the sun would rise from the west. An upside down world, a world which is no longer functioning in accordance with fitra, that mankind no longer recognizes Allah in charge. Shaitan has taken over. And as Shaitan takes over, he delivers an upside down world. That is another lecture. And then there are the 3 sinkings of the earth, one in the east, one in the west, and one in, is it Taman City, UK? That was a few years ago, eh? One in the east, one in the west, and one in Arabia. And number 10, a fire will come out of Yemen and drive people to their place of assembly. Oh no, this is not a literal fire. The word fire here is symbolic. It's a revolutionary fire. Here are examples of religious symbolism in the signs of the last day, but the subject is even greater than that. Sometimes the verses of the Quran cannot be understood until a particular moment in time arrives. And when that moment in time arrives, Allah gives to His servants the nur with which to be able to understand what He's saying in that verse of the Quran. Let us give you 2 examples. And I'm so happy we have Sheikh Saleh in the gathering here tonight doing his PhD from Naida. Allah speaks in the Quran of a town. He knows the subject very well, Sheikh Saleh. A town. And He says that He destroyed the town. You heard me lecturing on this subject 6 years ago, right here. And when He destroyed the town, he expelled the people of the town. And having expelled them, he placed a ban on them. They can never return. And they know it. Ask them and they'll tell you. The Lord has prohibited us. We cannot return to this town. Hatta إذا فتحت يأجوج ومأجوج. They can never return to the town to reclaim it as their own until Gog and Magog are released. Ya'juj and Ma'juj. وَهُمْ مِنْ كُلِّ حَدَبٍ يَنْسِلُونَ. And not only are they released, but they spread out in all directions. And therefore they take control of the world. The land, the sea, the air. And they establish the world order of Gog and Magog. When that world order of Gog and Magog is established, then you will see these people being brought back to that town. This is a sign in the Quran of the last age. This is a monumental sign, as big as a billboard, that you're now living in the last age. You're now living in that age when Gog and Magog control the world. Hizb ut-Tahrir better study the subject. Which town is it? If you look in the books of tafsir, you will not get the answer. No. It is only when the people were being brought back to the town and it was actually happening, only then were we able to recognize the town to be Jerusalem. It is internal, intuitive, spiritual insight which allows us to take this sign in the Quran, that when you see the Jews being brought back to the Holy Land to reclaim it as their own, 2,000 years after Allah had expelled them and banned their return, then that is the sign that Gog and Magog now control the world. You're living in the world order of Gog and Magog. That is a very, very, very important matter. And yet, you cannot recognize that town to be Jerusalem until a moment in time comes and until you can apply no spiritual insight to it. Now let me give you another example which is even more startling. Even more startling. Listen. Listen. Listen to the word of Allah. And then go back home and look up all the tafsir that you have. Look at all the translations that you have in Malay, in whatever language, and see whether you get this. Because no one could understand it. No one could have understood this verse of the Quran until the modern age came. Allah speaks in the Quran, He says, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا, O you who have faith in Allah, لا تتخذوا اليهود والنصارى أولياء, do not take Jews and Christians as your friends and allies. We got a problem now. We got a problem now. Because we have Christian friends. Don't tell me you don't have Christian friends. I have Christian friends. Oh yes. I have Hindu friends. Yeah. I have Jewish friends as well. So I'm in plenty of trouble now, Because Allah says, do not take Jews and Christians as your friends and allies. لا تتخذوا اليهود والنصارى أولياء. Question. Is Allah speaking about all Christians and all Jews? Or is He speaking about some Christians and some Jews? That's the question.